Well, first of all, see that right there, so I know what you representing. But why don't you tell me who you are, the man behind this sweater game, the hoodie game right there?
My name is Ebony. I'm a fourth-year senior here at Ohio University, sociology pre-law major from Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Could you tell me, man, what it's like to be African American here on this campus in 2013?
Um, I transferred here my sophomore year, so it was kind of a cultural change for me in just regards of the makeup of the school I was originally at. Was vastly different from OU. It was majority, almost completely white, with the exception of athletes, such as myself who went to the school, University of Mount Union. Pretty much only African Americans you knew were your teammates or other athletes as well. So coming here, I would say in the past 2 years it's kind of changed. It's different. The retention rate, unfortunately, has gone down. Involvement and participation from African American students as well has subsided almost exponentially, honestly. See very few. Each year you see a fewer and fewer amount of African Americans wanting to come out to programs, social events, being involved in organizations such as the Cultural Programming Board, the University Programming Council, as well as the Black Student Union, just to name a few. I mean, it's. I think it'll kind of have an uphill coming in this coming semester when more organizations come back. But right now it's a trying time, especially being an organization that's meant to cater to African American students. It's definitely difficult for me and my fraternity to kind of figure out what it is we need to do personally to make this campus better. I feel like we've done a good job at it, but there's always improvement that can be made in a lot of things.
Is there anybody that's reaching out to you from the university standpoint to try to, I guess, go above and beyond, not just the duties that people would normally perform, right? Is anybody reaching out to y'all to make you feel like you really are inclusive in the overall structure or culture here?
I'll say, that's I think a good question in the regard that I have a different take on it just for the sheer fact that I'm in organizations that put me close to administration who willingly sit down, talk to me, and hear certain things that I feel are lacking in the African American or multicultural community. But I will say, if you're not in the exact position that I would say myself that I am in, or as well as other members of MPHC or other kind of like more influential organizations on campus, I don't really think there's many. At least there's not many white administration, I will say, who make a constant effort to reach out and aid in making this experience a fulfilling experience. I will say that there's OU alumni here who are multicultural alumni as well, who work in the Black Student Cultural Programming Board, who are members of the Ohio University Recruiting Services, among other organizations, and they do their part, but unfortunately their voice only resonates but so much to their white counterparts. The higher up administration, I'll say with the exception of probably Mr. Tyrone Carr, I'll say that's about really the limit of a voice that we have as students through administration. For the most part, the ones that we do know, in my opinion, are kind of more so concerned with job security, which is fine. I mean, obviously, they worked hard for theirs, but I would say that they're much more concerned with job security than the experience that African Americans at this stage in life get.
What can we as alumni do? How can we connect with y'all?
I think it's a two-way street. I think it's a gap that can be bridged both on the student side as well as the alumni side. The more recent alumni, I would say, is where it starts because they know the more immediate needs as opposed to, alumni who are a little further out just for the fact they were just here. Ones who graduated in the class of 2012, this upcoming class of graduating in 2013, I feel that's where it starts. That's where you essentially build that rapport of what it is that's needed on the campus. If when you were there just a few short months ago, not much has changed in a positive light that doesn't still need to be changed now. So I would say that it comes from, I think, students being more more vocal with alumni that they may know or personally not know, and reaching out and saying, could you come down here, could you. And I mean, I think, I hate to keep referencing, fraternities and sororities, but I think they have the closest ties to alumni in the sheer fact of the whole idea of a brotherhood and sisterhood that they build. So I feel when they come down, their older members and old heads come down, and they see firsthand what exactly this campus is actually lacking. I think they finally get an idea of what it is that needs to be done. And from there, they spread their words, like you said earlier, to friends who are Greeks, friends who are non-Greeks, friends who are faculty, administration, and staff here now that can be of aid. So I think that's where it starts. Is just us as undergraduates still reaching out to alumni, and also alumni being receptive and listening and knowing that times have changed and it's not the same university that it once was. The makeup of it has changed, the demographics have changed. Certain financial situations and scenarios have changed for people, and it's like there was a protest yesterday on College Green about the tuition rising, but administration's pay raise going up, making more money even though we're paying more tuition. When I just don't think that's fair, and I think it's really cutting a lot of students out of going and getting an education. It's making it easier to just say I don't want to get an education, and I don't know how much alumni exactly could do with that, but I think just hearing that and knowing tuition went up, it says something to people. Because as African Americans, everyone wants someone to have that fair opportunity for when they get out into the corporate world and career field to have the same opportunity as the next man or the next woman. So I think that's where it starts, is just undergraduates reaching out and alumni being receptive to what is being said.